Hello super cool party people, and welcome back to my channel for the second video in my new series, which is a Throwback Thursday. Today I'm going to react to the second vlog I ever posted, which is actually, hilariously enough, my second most viewed video on this channel, which is crazy. From the title, I actually know what I talked about in this one, and it's higher education UVic versus SFU. Although at this point I was only 2 months into the SFU experience, so I don't really know how I was comparing, because 4 years at UVic, 2 months at SFU. And the date of this one is October 27th, 2009. Still looks like it was filmed on a potato. But with that, let's get into the video. Hi. Oh my god. I loved those glasses at the time. Yep. See? Didn't know how to make titles. Wow. My hair. Ugh. God, I'm so boring. Why would anyone watch this? At least I make the point that it's totally reasonable after 2 months for me to make those comparisons. There were a lot of buddies at UVic. I think they've kind of culled them a bit though. At SFU though, I did see a lot of coyotes, especially early in the morning.
But whenever my friend and I would see...
Oh yeah. My friend Jessica that I visited in Victoria a couple months ago. Yeah, just run at bunnies, yell bunny punting, and kick them. Terrify high school students. It's the type of friendship we had.
Next we have the layout of the campus. UVic is round. You realize how great that is?
It really was great. Actually, one of the schools in my story I'm working on, it's round. Inspired by UVic. Yeah. SFU sucked because I was here, my classes were here, and it was uphill the whole way. Or stairs. And I hate stairs.
It's pretty ridiculous. And it's all uphill.
It's all uphill, see? Or stairs. I am so in sync with past me, this is crazy. It's my beef with that. Yeah, that was the one nice thing, so like if you had one class, it was just all in the same building or off wings. I don't think I ever really had a class in a different building, which is kind of nice.
There's like a bigger sense of community I found. Like, for example, my plumber that I had, we were tight.
This one here, yes, my plumber, he would come over, we'd play games and stuff. I'd cook him breakfast sometimes. It was great. He would just come over and visit. Friends with him on Facebook still. I think part of that community thing between SFU and UVic is in Victoria, which is a smaller city, than SFU, which is in Vancouver, which is just, even from my experience of living in Vancouver, just people aren't that friendly. So I think that was part of it. It's really influenced by its surroundings. Do miss my awesome plumber, Craig.
Here a lot of stuff is contracted out, so I don't know, it just seems like
colder. Yeah, I didn't know anybody here. I don't think we ever needed a plumber though, so that might be why I'm so sad about it.
One of the things though, I find SFU is a lot harder. I don't know if it's the program change.
It's a lot harder. Is it? It might be the program. It might be because I didn't really care. Yeah.
But debatably, is it a better education? So I don't know, it could be the program.
UVic kind of has the reputation of being a party school, but I've also heard really bad things about SFU, so it's all about experience. Pretty sure that was written on an envelope because I didn't have paper.
I found that the dining services were a lot better at UVic, but I think that also
yes.
So
the nice thing about UVic is when I was there, there was the main residential cafeteria, there was a vegetarian option restaurant down below the cafeteria, and then there's a place called Caps, which was for like your late night stuff. I think they didn't open till 3, but they had pizza, burger, fries. Oh, maybe during lunchtime they had wraps and stuff too. I think it was during lunch. I worked there, so I should know this. I actually met a really cool guy named Bruce while I was working there. He was like, I'm so tangenty and I'm so sorry, but he was the coolest guy ever, and he was so supportive. It was so great. He was like, you looked at him and you're like, oh geez, this guy looks like a very scary motorcycle riding bald guy with tattoos. And you talk to him and he's like the most soft-spoken British guy ever. And he was so great and he was so supportive, and we bonded over our love of literature and Lord of the Rings, and he was just like, you know, one day I'll see your name up in lights. And I was like, well, how about imprint, because I don't know how it's gonna get into lights. But there were those three that were just kind of resident specific, and then there was Center Caf. Just before I left, they built the Biblio Cafe in the library, so you go there for small pastries and that kind of stuff. SFU had things like Tim Hortons, and they had a residential cafe, and they had a couple other things, but I will give them the fact that they did have a white spot. Well, a triple O's, but it was good. I frequently had fries and gravy for lunch. So good.
No, I don't really eat up here much. I'm really good for myself. It's really expensive.
Except for fries and gravy.
And I don't know about like the towers and stuff, but I found residence life at UVIC way nicer because the buildings were newer and they seem to care for them.
True. And I was in residence for 3 years at UVIC, so I lived in a shared room that was an older building, but it was still pretty nice. A room by myself in an older building, but still pretty nice. And then I lived in like the Commonwealth area that was townhouses and apartments that had been built for the Commonwealth Games when they were in Victoria. And that was great. We had myself and 3 of my really good friends, and it was awesome. Here, it was a townhouse, which was nice. There were people I didn't know, but I got to know them pretty well. But it just wasn't the same as UVIC. I enjoyed residence at UVIC a lot better than I did at SFU.
My background here was kind of a dive, but what can you do?
It's kind of a dive.
UVIC was also cheaper. I mean, it could have been played it since I went there.
Yeah, it might have been. It's like a 4-year difference, so that's probably why UVIC seemed cheaper. Also, students never have money, so. I still prefer UVIC, even after going to SFU. True, the orientation at SFU was amazing. They took you downtown and stuff.
2 other events which I don't think I actually went to. So it was pretty good, but...
And SFU gave me an umbrella. So they're like, you know, a lot of times you get like a water bottle that you're not going to use, which I definitely got a water bottle from UVIC that I didn't use. But in Vancouver, you need an umbrella, and so SFU provided an umbrella, and so that was really awesome. They also actually, like I said, brought you downtown Vancouver, so you knew your way around, which was great, and maybe we got a little bit lost on our way back because they kind of abandoned us, but we made it eventually. Whereas UVIC was more just focused on campus, which is good too, but I definitely preferred the SFU orientation.
It's so much more comprehensive. It's like a week-long thing instead of like just 4 days, so it wasn't UVIC, and
yeah, much better.
For like $140, it's like double, but so much better.
I really quite enjoyed it.
To move in early, there were always events to do. You had a residence orientation leader and a clan, and then you had whatever you did.
I got a crown, which I'm pretty sure I wear in a future vlog, because why not?
So we had our own clan there, and we went around and did a whole bunch of exciting things, and so that was a lot more fun. I even got a tiara.
Oh, here comes the tiara.
Which I think, you know, it's pretty sweet, and I'm gonna wear it for the rest of the time.
I think I had that for a couple years. Like, I still kept it for a long time because I'm a hoarder.
The transit in Vancouver is way better. I'm loving the statue.
True.
And
it was a bit of a pain to get off the mountain though, but once you got off the mountain, it was pretty good. And now they have the compass card, which my thoughts on that are varied. There we go, on a hill. And then one time it snowed and couldn't get off. Yeah, in order to get on the 144 and for sure get off it, you had to walk like half an hour to catch it at the first stop. Otherwise, you just kind of hope for the best. There's also a lot more buses out at UVIC, I found. I never went partying downtown, I'm not gonna lie. Loser! I'm so boring though, I hate my voice. I just...
UVIC. I don't really like it.
I still do, even to this day. I love UVIC.
I never got a tiara at UVIC. But
it's a fair point. I did get a degree from UVIC though. It's behind me there.
Who knows?
But I paid a lot for that.
It was good because orientation opened up a lot of things. So it's ziggy-zaggy. I can't stay on topic for the life of me.
I still can't stay on topic for the life of me. I tangent like crazy.
I would definitely say, but
agreed.
Education seems, I don't know, it seems to be a little higher here, but it could just be the program, like I said. But
yeah, I'd have to like take history classes at SFU. That would have been smart. Then I could have really compared.
That's cool.
Yeah. The neat thing too about UVIC is while I was there, they were building a lot of new buildings, so it was exciting to have things like the Biblio Cafe, and then they built a First People's House just after I left, and constantly doing construction and expanding, which was great. Whereas at SFU, you only have so much space where you can build out. I was lucky that I had a couple classes in one of the new wings, but even so, that they can only expand so much, and there's actually SFU campuses downtown Vancouver, and I think also in Surrey, because it's a mountain. You're limited for space.
I say so a lot. Anyways.
I say so a lot. I still say so a lot.
I'm not in position to make a call on that yet. The football team is really good. Our soccer team. It's alright, but for the UVIC one, I'd say it sucks.
Yeah, because all the good people from the island went to UVIC for soccer.
SFU versus UVIC versus SFU. I don't think I can really make a call, but right now...
I can now. It's UVIC.
Heavily towards UVIC. I love Vancouver a lot, so...
Still.
I guess SFU a lot. If it wasn't on a hill, I'd probably like it even more. I went out to UBC one day. I was just trying too hard. So...
I still think that UBC is just trying too hard to be like a prestigious school.
I'm gonna go now and I'll update this soon, and we'll have some more vlogs anytime because it's really easy. This is so not typing. Okay.
It's so much easier than vlogging. Well, back then it was so much easier than vlogging, but now because I actually edit things, I would say they're pretty comparable. I have, however, stopped vlogging because that's a lot of work. So maybe I just enjoy editing more than I enjoy typing vlogs out now. So now, like 9 years out from that video, almost, more like 8.5, I can tell you decidedly that I preferred UVIC to SFU. It's a little hard still to compare because I went to UVIC for 4 years and I only did 1.5 years at SFU before I left because I was like, peace out, I don't want to do this. But I just enjoyed UVIC a lot more. It might have been partially to do with where I was in my life, so that might have affected it. But even though I had some of my worst times of my life at UVIC, I still preferred it. And when I go back to Victoria to visit people, I often find myself going up to campus, still to this day. And one day I'll be super rich when I'm an author and I will donate a building to UVIC just so I can have my name on it. It's the plan. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button so I know to make more like these. Also hit that subscribe so you'll know when they go up. Granted, they should be going up on Thursday because they are a Throwback Thursday. And with that, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.